Hello everyone, it's the Bitcoin Governor, and today we're going to quickly look at whether it's worth investing into Bitcoin Cash. So let's get started. Looking at coinmarketcap.com, we can see that Bitcoin Cash is sitting at $27 billion, just below Ethereum. Now this is no threat to Ethereum, as Bitcoin Cash and Ethereum are two very different cryptos. We can see in the last 24 hours we have 64% gain, with the current price sitting at $1,627. Now the next step is we want to see where this money is coming from. Now it's important to note that the majority of the volume over the last 24 hours is actually coming out of Korea. Now this is very important to note because Korea has unregulated exchanges. They can generally have whales come in and buy up and cause a pump. Now how a pump works is that people come into the picture, they collectively put their money together in order to bring up the price of the coin, and they hold it there as long as they can in order to gain interest from other players in the market who then begin to invest. And that increases the momentum, pumping the coin even higher. Now with all pumps there is the inevitable dump, and we can see that here. We're looking at the 7-day chart here. We had a high of over 2,500 with a dump down to 1,300, and it's currently sitting at $1,600. We can take a better look the 1-day chart here, 24-hour chart, so we can see the high point of the pump and the low point of the dump. Let's look at some of the benefits of Bitcoin Cash, and one of the main topics here is the fact of price, what it costs to actually make a transaction with Bitcoin Cash. So I have one of my ledgers here, and we're going to look at what it costs to send just under 1 Bitcoin through the Bitcoin non-SegWit network. So here we go. If I want to send it the fastest way possible, it's going to cost me 107 euro in order to send that. So what's that? $120 or something like that, just to send less than a Bitcoin. So let's see what it would cost through Bitcoin Cash. You can see here USD 32 cents. So it is incredibly cheaper in order to transfer with Bitcoin Cash. Now the features that Bitcoin Cash offers, we can see currently make it more usable for people who want to transact on smaller amounts. But it also is a very quick network. Let's take a look at the current Bitcoin congestion. We can see that there is currently 160,000 unconfirmed transactions. So these are people who are waiting for a transaction to be put through. And so not only are they paying exorbitant charges in order to transact, but they're also having to wait in this queue, and it can take from hours to days to get those transactions through. So we can see that there is obviously trouble on the network. Now, although Bcash fixes this, there are many other coins that are the same. For example, let's look at Litecoin. Litecoin itself is a fork of Bitcoin, and if we take a look at their current blockchain, they've got what, 40 pending transactions. Now of course the network is much smaller, and let's have a look at how much it costs to send the value of 1 Bitcoin through Litecoin. Here we are on one of my Litecoin wallets, and let's go ahead and send to the value of 1 Bitcoin, and as we can see the fee is 5 euro cents. That is certainly a huge reduction from the 100 plus euro that we were looking at before for Bitcoin. Another reason for the interest in Bitcoin Cash is the fact that it is more profitable to mine than Bitcoin itself. Now here we are at coinwars.com. Coinwars is able to show you a lot of interesting and useful information about mining cryptocurrencies. And in this particular section here you can see a list of cryptocurrencies that are being compared to Bitcoin mining to determine if the cryptocurrency is more profitable to mine than Bitcoin. In the second position is Bitcoin Cash. With their particular setup, if they were to mine just Bitcoin, they would earn 1 Bitcoin in 573 days. But if they utilized that same rig to mine Bitcoin Cash, they would receive 1 Bitcoin in value within 250 days. Now remember, this is all based on what is happening right now, not what happens in 250 days. But this just gives you an example that Bitcoin Cash is far more profitable in mining currently. Now to sum this all up, we've done just a very quick overview, but we've seen that Bitcoin Cash is currently in the 3rd position of market cap, and they're reaching all-time highs, and that most of the money is coming through Korea, so it looks like it could be a whale pump. On the positive side, we see that It has great mining potential compared to Bitcoin. But on the other side, we see that there are many coins out there that do the same thing as Bitcoin Cash, and they've been around longer. Bitcoin has a very strong foundation, and Bitcoin can always grow and improve itself. So I choose to sit back and see what happens over the next few days, as investing when coins are at all-time highs is very risky. Anyway, that's all for today. Thank you everyone for listening. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this video, or subscribe if you haven't. Bitcoin Governor out.